Israel time.
Pare, tsura kami burikin. Ano pa naman burin, pare? Andiyan puyat kami. Harapan, mapsira kayo man.
Okay, this is our hotel in Bethlehem. Antayam?
Albi, Castello, Catherine,
Biyaro rin kay kami susi.
Ignacio, Arminia,
Kino kami na kay katama?
Eduardo, Rivas,
Waki!
Ayan, Lagunero.
Loyoan, Rivas, George,
Jorge. Ito.
543.
Already. Means.
Ang abang po niya. Pero hindi namin kilala ang pagkaya.
Sama natin lahat sa tour.
Guys, o ipang kayo doon. Kuha natin kayo ng picture lahat. There. Siya, when he got blind, he went all directly here to preach the gospel here in this area, in touch with Tarsus. So look how beautiful.
Rapido!
Rapido! Andale!
yeah, Rapido. Caesarea is mentioned several times in the New Testament. Acts 6 and 8 here, where Philip the deacon preached the gospel with great success. Acts 10, you remember yesterday I told you about Joppa or Jaffa. And at Jaffa, Peter had a famous vision. And that was the first sign, the first signal for Peter to come and start the church right here, where he baptized Cornelius and all his house.
I see.
And these were the first Gentiles into the church. So it was here. Also Acts 12, here also Agrippa, Herod Agrippa, was eaten by worms because he did not give God his glory. He was smitten by the angel. The outpouring of the Holy Spirit took place also in here. Reading the Acts 23, 24, 25, and 26, mostly dealing with Paul. So here Paul, very possibly here, when he came and gave very important speech, defending himself against the Roman governors.
These are the Roman aqueducts.
Where we are here is called the Church of Stella Maris or Saint Elijah. Elijah is respected by all. So this is very important church for the Carmelite Fathers. This is about 170, 180 years old, the church. And it's one of the nice churches we have in the country. Stella Maris means the star of the sea, dedicated to the Blessed Mother. See, of Mount Carmel, when she gave the scapular to Simon Stipe, see over there, Simon Stipe. Here you see the lights of different monasteries of the Carmelite Fathers in the world. On this side here, you see St. John of the Cross. Now, you see all the paintings were made by one of the Carmelite Fathers. His name is Luigi Borgia. And there, the four evangelists, then the major prophets, Daniel, Jeremiah, Isaiah. Then you see Elijah set the light one against the heaven in the fiery horses and chariots. And the Holy Family and David, King David with his father. This is one.
You see how high this is? I'm going to zoom out now. I'm gonna zoom out. See that? Ayan ang top of the mountain. No? Nandito lang kami sa baba. Alright. You see that? That is the Mercedes taxi.
Hello! Punta kami sa Monte mo.
Ay! Dito pa! Dito pa!
Mang.
Wala na.
Ano yan, gulo?
And Pamang.
Dito sa likod.
Hi, we're going to Mount Tabor.
Sabi ko ka na.
Evangelists, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Revelation of the Lord. There were two men in Her Majesty. One is Moses, and the second one Elijah. Why Moses? Moses to represent the law. Elijah to represent the prophets. But at the same time, God did not say here you have Moses, the law, and Elijah, the prophets, and hear them. He said, this is my beloved Son, Jesus, in whom I am well pleased, hear him. So that means these two men on total agreements on what Jesus says. Jesus is the law and the prophets. Even Jesus before the law and the prophets. He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So this same Jesus came not to destroy the law, neither the prophets. He came for the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. So be obedient to his teaching, listen to what he says. That's the meaning of the Transfiguration. To represent the rejoicing, power, and
Malalaman din naman nila pag nasalin sila eh. Makakadula, no? Wow! Oh, hindi ka view.
Banda kaya taglabayan ng
Ang dalawan. Makakain ka.
dito. Hindi lado. O, pumunta ka na.
Dalihan mo. Ako pa. Teka, oy, malayo, masyado. Closer.
O, parang kayo ko lang. Tapos puntahan natin yung nagbibinyag doon. Oo.
Pang ito nakaabot ng Diyos.
Father, walang pinta, Father, walang araw. Hindi makikita ang beauty mo. Yan! Yan! Makikita ang beauty. Ayan, okay. Cheese, Father. Kasama ang building ng hotel. Good.
Kirita mo.
This is the Sea of Galilee.
when our Jesus walked on this water and he ordered Peter to walk and he did. There was a miraculous fish also on the sea, the multiplication of fish and loaves. Many other miracles took place right by the Sea of Galilee and Capernaum. I can say about 50 to 60% of our Lord ministry took place right where we are here. The sea is about 14 miles long and about 7 to 8 miles wide and about 150 feet deep. And that's all fresh water, which got different kinds of fish. The most famous St. Peter's fish and the catfish. Now we are heading for northwest of the Sea of Galilee. And if you look about 1 o'clock, 1:30 on the right, That's where we are heading for Mount of Beatitudes. Called the Church of the Multiplication and the Church of Primus of St. Peter. So I will try to see these two churches. Around 2:15, way up at the top, is Mount Hermon, which is most of the year covered with snow. The highest mountain around, which is about 9,101 feet high. All on the right, these are the Golan Heights. These are the Golan Heights, and soon I guess will be under negotiation between the Syrians and the Israelis. The land of the Gadarenes, what you see there, and that's where Jesus healed the man passes by devils, in which devils he allowed to enter a herd of swine. About 2,000 they came down in the water below for destruction. The Sea of Galilee takes in and gives out. So we have the River Jordan, way north, comes into the inlet, into the Sea of Galilee. And yesterday we have seen the outlet. You remember when we started the River Jordan, and then it goes down into the Dead Sea. There are 4 tributaries of the River Jordan. One comes by the name of Banias, comes from Syria. Another tributary by the name of Dan comes from Israel. The third one, Hasbani or Sinir, come from Lebanon, and they meet at the mouth and the inlet of the sea, and a boat, and he had a net. While the boat was tossing with lots of water and wind, a great storm, suddenly the disciples were so frightened, and they felt that they are sinking.